So I'm here at Rock Gap. It's 7:40 in the morning, North Carolina time. It's really cold, 27 degrees, so I gotta get moving. My fingers are really cold. Last March I went from Rock Gap to Winding Stair, NOBO. Now I'm gonna attempt my first white blaze up there on the tree. I'm gonna attempt to go SOBO to Albert Mountain. See how far I get today. There is a shelter there that I could tent. A hiker just come through to connect his dots to be a second time through hiker. And he said temperature's supposed to be colder tonight. So, have that being said, I have lots of hot hands. If I have to hold my fingers over the fuel canister, I don't know. But anyway, I will survive. I will survive. But it is March, March 4th. I hope to be off the trail and do some trail magic. We'll see what the weather's like. They're calling for high winds, rain, so let's get to hiking and connect my dots here. My pack's kind of heavy because I'm taking it all, even though it's an in and out hike. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm gonna get off here and get some steam up this hill. Oh, first thing in the morning. I don't think I've had enough coffee. But yep, follow these. Follow the white blazes. And it goes up, and I'm already breathing hard. I'll video more in a little bit. All right. Now I get my leaves off my trekking pole here. The hitchhikers on my leaves. Whew, okay. So I tried to catch my breath before I do another video, but I came from over there, come down a little bit, and now I'm coming back up, and I'm going around, and thank goodness they have what they call switchback. So I'm slowly climbing up. It hasn't been bad. I've done a little bit of rock scrambling. I can't walk in video because I have to have both my trekking poles because of my foot. It's not hurting bad though. It's not. But we'll see as the day goes on. It's warming up. It's clearing up. It's going to be a beautiful day. And God's with me all the way. Show more down the trail. It's not really much to see right now, but Albert's going to be the wow. Wow. I'm not sure. This tree is just barely hanging on. Kind of like the rest of us. Just barely hanging on by a thread. Oh, I see. It's leaning on its friend. If you got a good friend out there, lean on them if you need them. They'll be there for you if they're a true friend. Still going up. Excuse me, miss, but you're right in the middle of the Appalachian Trail. This is what they call the Mount Laurel tunnels. They're beautiful when they are coming alive. They're still a little frozen, I think. But I stopped because it's 8:40 my time, 8:40 my time, 9:40 North Carolina time, but either or, an hour. I've done 0.9. That's not great, but haven't been out here in a year, so 0.9 in an hour, and I've stopped a lot. I'm aggravated with my hiking pants. They keep riding down, and I have to keep pulling them up, so I'm gonna have to find me a different pair of hiking pants for sure. I'm almost to the top. I don't know if there's a view. If not, I'll keep going. Like I said, it's hard for me to rock scramble and tree stump. They are trip hazards, and I don't need that out here. But when I get to a stopping point, I'll talk a little more about why I'm out here. So if I needed water, this would be a good water source. I'm gonna see if I can walk. It's a beautiful scenery though. It just curves around. And I'm gonna try to walk. I'm fixing to take a lunch break at Long Branch Shelter. I can tell my foot is needing a break. Okay. Try not to step in the water because I don't want wet shoes. Okay. And the trail goes up that way, but yeah, this water is so cold when you get it. Try not to drop my phone. Hang on, let me get a better grip of it. I'm gonna cross over this creek. Okay, and then here's the other one. I'm gonna be quiet a minute so you can just hear it running. Okay, and off I go, up a little pud. I could listen to this all day. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's the trail, and water is just running right down the trail. But the sun's shining. I'm almost to the shelter to have lunch, and then I'm gonna conquer Albert. It's lunchtime. But is that not beautiful? That's a screensaver right there. Well, I made it to the shelter, Long Branch Shelter, a few minutes before noon. And I'm having Spam and some wheat thin crackers for lunch. And then I'm going to go say hello to Albert. But yeah, the tent sites here are not good. I'm worried when I get back that they'll all be taken. I don't like to stay in the shelter, but I mean, I'm out here in the middle of nowhere by myself. The skies are so blue, and I'm okay. I just wish I had somebody hiking with me so I'd have somebody to talk to. But let me get up. Ugh, I was sitting down taking a break. There's a fire pit for tonight if the winds aren't too bad, because I know if the wind's blowing, you don't want to start a fire and have the whole place burned down. And then this is the shelter. There's a loft. So if I had to sleep in this shelter, I could, I guess, but they say the mice are bad. They get into your packs, your sleeping bag, and yeah, I'd come up screaming and scare everybody. But and then of course the lovely privy might take you to that later tonight. I had to make an emergency run, and I don't plan on walking back down there now. But yeah, I'm fixing to check my mileage, see how far it is to Albert on Far Out. But yeah, I'm the only one. People are passing me. I think 10 hikers already have passed me to go northbound. They're all getting off trail because of the weather, and they keep telling me it's going to be really cold tonight. It's going to be really cold tonight. So I'm going to be really cold tonight. But anyway, I'm going to get off here so I can start hiking. It's too cold to sit still too long. I just needed to get a little something in me to climb Albert. But yeah, I'm like down in this little gully in the middle of nowhere. Very peaceful. Okay, I'm at the bypass going SOBO to Albert Mountain. You can go. It's a bad weather bypass. I don't know it, but I'm just wondering, it's follow the blue blazes. If I go up, I don't have to come back down it. Maybe I could do the bypass and not come back down. I do better up, I think, but I'm ready to get up there and take a break. I've took different stops. I stopped at Long Branch for lunch. It's been a long day, and it's not even 2 o'clock yet. So we'll see how it goes. My first sight of the tower. Oh God, I'm almost there. Almost there. There he is in all his glory. The AT 100-mile mark for NOBOs. Let me catch my breath, and then I'll show you some views. I really want to tent up here tonight, but it's too cold. Boys that just come down said they froze to death. So, I spotted a couple of stealth sites on my way back down. So, but yeah, let me get over here to the views. Oh man, it's just beautiful. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. Oh my gosh, I'll take a picture of that. Oh gosh. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? That just tells you all the mountains you're fixing to see. Oh my goodness, here we go. I'm gonna go slow. I'm shaking, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'll sit down and eat a little something. Catch my breath. That 0.5 was straight up. Oh my gosh. Well, here I am, the top of Albert Mountain. I did it. I did it. I did it. 6 miles today. I started at 8:40 and got here at 2:15. So it's been a great day. A couple cold spots here and there, but it's been a great day. I hear some people coming, so I'm going to stop for now. So the trail's looking pretty good right now. Hold on a minute, I forgot to take off my glasses. Shoot. I can't walk with them, but I can't see with them to put the camera on. All right. So I'm going to try to walk for just a little bit. Ooh. All right. I'm going to try to walk for a little bit since this is very nice trail right here. But you see the white blaze. I'm following those. And I got 1.2 to get back to Long Branch Shelter where I had lunch. And I'm going to stay the night there in my tent, I hope. Not very good tent sites for sure. 4 men are ahead of me who are 5, but only 4 were going to go to Long Branch for the night, and they said they're sleeping in the shelter. So I'm trying to get back there quickly so I can put my tent up. A girl passed me just carrying her trekking poles like this is nothing with just a little pack, and I said, yeah, just checking my miles to see where I'm at, and I'm going to Long Branch. She said, oh, that's mine too. And I'm like, how does she fit what she needs in a regular backpack? Like, I know mine weighs 30 some pounds. I just want to have everything with me in case of emergency, but I didn't bring 5 days worth of food. I just brought a couple of things and snacks, but I'd like to see this if she's there. I don't think she's going to Long Branch Shelter. I think she's going to hike on out of here because she was fit. I'm not. And my goal was to get back to camp by 5. I left Albert Mountain at 3. And I'm doing pretty good. It was 2.6 to the shelter from Albert. And I got 1.2 to go. And I don't feel like it's taking me that long. But my foot is starting to hurt. I lost count on how many times I've kicked a rock, stubbed my toe, almost fell 3 times. And yeah. So my foot is starting to feel it now. I need to take a leave, but I don't want to take too many. I've already taken 2. And I might have to take one after I eat because of this severe of pain by the time I get to camp. I'm going to drink lots of water, 1 cup of coffee maybe, but that's the main reason I want to get back to Long Branch, because I only have 1 bottle of water. I've drank 1 in the 6 miles that I hiked to Albert, and I want coffee in the morning, and I don't want to have to hike any further than I have to get water to have coffee in the morning. Everybody's telling me it's going to be really cold, and I don't like to be cold, but anyway, so you see I'm hiking really slow to do this video. Had to stop, always stop ever so often, look behind me, make sure there's no other hikers catching up to me. So there's been about 20 men hikers past me going NOBO, and the one lady. So I was kind of hoping to run into some of the hikers that I've seen on YouTube channels. And they might just be staying out off the trail because of the weather. I know Kentucky Crew's out here, but they're way past where I'm at, so been watching them on Facebook. So anyhow, I'm gonna get off here, put my phone up, and hike this last mile so I can get me some water. But it's been a very pretty day. I can't imagine it getting too cold, but it is the mountains in North Carolina. Check back with you in a little while. Look at that tree. Oh. Alrighty. I haven't seen really a lot of exciting things. It's just been kind of brown, dull, because spring's not here yet, but so it's a lot of brown. The mountain laurels, like I said, are very pretty. Getting water for the night. It's a hike down. You got to come back up out of the shelter and come down here and go back up them steps and down that way to the shelter. It's a hike. I just need one bottle of water to get me through the night, and then I'll get some in the morning when I'm rested. Ooh, it's pretty though. Let's see if I can get down in there and get me some water. Ooh, it's 5:37. I'm beat. I went and got water after I put my tent up. I'm in my tent. It's a long day. I don't know the miles yet. I'll okay, calculate. It was a hard day. But anyway, it's gonna get really cold tonight. There's 4 guys sleeping in the shelter, and they're starting a fire, but I'm not getting back out of my tent. My foot's really hurting. And then 2 other tenders. I was like, please, Lord, let me get back to the shelter so I'll have a tent site, because it's all downhill at this shelter. So I think mine's okay. I think it's okay. I'm too tired to care at the moment, so I'm gonna fix me a little bite to eat, and then I'm gonna probably make a cup of coffee and go to bed. I'll let you know. It's only 5:37. Yeah, only 5:37. Good morning. Having my cup of joe. First sip of the cup of joe. It got so cold last night. I had my hand warmers in my gloves, with my hands curled up in my gloves. Hand warmers in my side pockets of my hiking pants. My wool socks on. It was really cold. And I didn't want to get up this morning. It's 7:30. And yeah, I had to pull everything out of my pack to get to my coffee. But now I got to put it all back together. I got a mess. Look. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. That's called a pack explosion. Anyway, I still have my legs in my sleeping bag. I gotta get moving. I'm gonna drink this cup of coffee and get everything packed up, and 3.6 miles back to Rock Gap. It's been a good trip. Cold one, but good. I look like, dang, I don't know. My hat's about as sideways as I am. All right. Mustang Sally heading out for the morning. I think it's 9 o'clock. There's still lots of people back at the shelter. I thought I'd be the last one to leave, but I'm about the third, I think, to leave. But this little sign, you come across these little signs, shelter, camp, and you feel like you can't make it no more, go to the shelter. I made it back. I was surprised. I made it back in an hour and a half to the shelter. I was determined for that cup of coffee. And it was good too. Had a cup this morning and a little fruit bar. So I got 3.6 to get back to my car. Let's see what today brings. I didn't know they had the Fat Man Squeeze out here. I barely fit through there. Woo! I'm gonna do one more video before I get to the car. There's a shelter like 0.7 ahead, but I'm not gonna go down to that shelter. I'm just gonna keep going down to my car because I'm 0.8 to my car. And a lot of people don't understand why I hike. My pack, I'm resting it on the log to get it off my shoulders for a minute. A lot of people don't understand why I hike. Like, what do you want to do that for? You're crazy. Or look at me like, you hike? It's hard, but if you really want to do something in life, you can do it if you have the will to do it. Now, mind you, my foot was killing me at the end of the day yesterday, but it was well worth it to get to Albert Mountain and see those views. And when I told my sister Jan I wanted to hike the Appalachian Trail for awareness for our missing sister Brenda, she's been missing since 1974 and she didn't go missing on the trail, but she went missing in Virginia, went to school that day and never come home is what my mother told me, and that's all I have. I don't have closure, that's for sure. So I hiked the trail to bring awareness. If a hiker shares my story, I left a poster on my car. I'll take a picture of it. While I was gone hiking, maybe a hiker got dropped off and saw it and scanned the little barcode for me. But I usually feed the hikers too and have a poster, the same poster that I have made, but nothing really becomes of it. I know they've got their own journey and they're trying to hike this whole trail. I'm just a section hiker, so I cannot do a through hike. I have bills to pay and grandbabies to love on. So they tried to FaceTime me last night at a Long Branch shelter and the service wasn't strong enough. They were going to FaceTime me and tell me good night. So make sure a bear didn't get me. But I just come out here and I scream a little and talk to God a lot. Stub my toe and say, oh, Jesus. Almost fell 3 or 4 times. That wouldn't have been good either. Probably would have broke an arm. But I'm almost out of here. And I feel good. I'm ready to get back to work. Ready to get back home to my family. And yeah. But it's all for Brenda because, like I said, started to say and got off track. I'm sure I do that. But when I told my sister Jan I was going to hike the trail to bring awareness, and she's hiked a little bit of the AT with me in Virginia, but she's like, you know how hard that trail is? And I was like, do you know how hard it was for a 13-year-old to survive out there alone? Wherever she went, whatever happened to her, I just don't even want to think of what happened to her. And nobody's searching for her. That's what the Detective Kavanaugh, he's like, well, why are you searching so hard? Well, that's the dumbest question I ever heard. Ugh, that's what I think about that. Screw you, Kavanaugh. He went on to do something else. And I haven't even heard from Detective Panetta in a year for the cold case. So it makes me angry. It does. And I just wish for closure. Because I know she couldn't survive out there on her own. She can't survive out there on her own. So, but I'll keep searching until the Lord calls me home. And then maybe I'll get my answer. But I do have a rock with me. I carry it with me. Call me crazy. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'll take a picture of it after I'm done videoing. But I sat here on this log for a minute because this is the last sit before heading out to my car. So anyway, I'll see you down the trail. I'll be okay. At work, we have to put little at work. Let me start again. At work, we have to pull up some gates in the kitchen area so the residents don't get behind there and get into hot water or anything like that in the memory care unit, because that's what I do. I take care of elderly people, and I miss y'all. Can't wait to get back to work and see everybody. It's been a good hike, but it's cold out here. But anyway, I have hiked my leg over a log higher than that. I was too tired to video it. I pretty much had to pull myself over it. But these I think I can handle, because getting over the gates at work trained me to do this. So I got this. Oh, here's one. It's a little low. I think I can step over that one, but that one's a little bit higher. I've come to my last 0.1 miles. This is Rock Gap Shelter. It looks like it's a pretty nice shelter. I'm not gonna go down there because I'm 0.1 to my car. And what's the use of going down there if I'm just by myself and talk to myself? So I'm gonna get to my car and get on the road. It's been a good day. The next few pictures are trail magic that I've done in the last 3 years. Cooper Gap is my favorite spot. I also did Dick's Creek. There we go. Oh yeah, trail magic dance. Trail magic going on here. As you see, we have some happy hikers when they come out to trail magic. It's the greatest treat ever. And I just asked the hikers to share my story, just to keep her face out there, to bring awareness and bring her home. I had the privilege of meeting some great people last year. So we're here at Dick's Creek Gap and we're doing trail magic today, March 4th, for my missing sister Brenda. And I was able to feed a lot of hikers today and I was really excited. But we have my son-in-law from Florida that surprised me, Chad. Doesn't have a trail name yet, but he's going to do the Smokies with me, y'all. He don't know it yet. Right. And then we have...
Aphid!
Yeah!
Thank you, Mustang Sally!
You're welcome. We have Johnny Cash, and your wife's name?
Forrest.
Forrest.
Her name is Sylvie, but she goes by Forrest.
Okay, and he's doing Trail Angel for his wife so she can hike this trail. So, awesome. And we have...
Low Tide, up from Florida.
Awesome. Low Tide.
That's Okie Dokie. We're Okie Dokie's parents.
Okay.
Or Shicks and the Sticks on YouTube.
Okay. Okie Dokie Old Steel.
Our last name is Schick, like the razor.
Okay.
Twice as sharp.
I'm Young Neil.
Young Neil. Okay.
And I'm Charlie.
Charlie hadn't got a trail name yet, y'all, so. Y'all make sure you give Charlie a trail name. And they are going where?
That's right.
Maine.
Who
I
does-
love lobster.
Lobster. All right.
That's right.
And then we have the awesome shuttle driver who happens to be from my home state, Virginia. Yay! Give it up for Hiawassee Shuttle. Awesome, y'all. Thank y'all so much. And the last one is my daughter, who likes to surprise me and had me in tears today when they pulled up because I didn't know they were coming. So, thank you. We'll try not to cry now. Thank you all for watching my video. Please like and share to help me bring my missing sister Brenda home. Thank you, and God bless you all.